YouTube. We are monitoring the Speed Tour TV channel on YouTube and looking at comments, so feel free to leave us a comment. Tell us if we've got something wrong, something right, something you want to see, if you have some information on these drivers or cars. But Group 5 is coming to take the green flag, and I'm joined by my friend, Austin native Jonathan Green.
Native Austin, I'll take it. Here we go then. Split start, so just this first group leading up the hill. And at the moment, they're not spreading out. They are now, and here we go. Look at this. 4 wide on row 3 as they jostle for position, but it's the 20 who takes the lead. Nicely done. And Peter Eskuk, how do you say it? Eskuk. As he did yesterday, ahead of Benjamin Myers, Samuel Payne.
Side by side, though.
Yep, still. As we go under and into 3, but finally back comes the 20. Eskuk gets the lead. Aggressive stuff. These two were at it yesterday, weren't they?
Yeah, and this is our gold national championship helmet race. So Benjamin Myers just giving it everything to Peter Eskuk there as they come around the Lone Star flag. And I got to say, you don't sound like you have a thick Texas accent. I misspoke. You're not a Texas native. But
East Texas.
Yeah.
Way east.
But you've lived in Texas for quite a while now.
12 years now, yeah. And before that, too.
Well, look at this. So that's Andrew Myers there coming up on Peter Eskuk. But here is the start of our Group 8. And that's George F. Ballback and Nicholas Clements leading this group as they take the green flag, Jonathan.
Here we go then. Porsches side by side. And yep, like you say, the split start, lots of 510s. A few BMWs, but it's going to be the Porsches that lead the way as they did yesterday. But this is the all-important helmet race.
That Honda S2000, though, that catches my eye back there. It looks good.
Looks very good indeed. Love these little cars. They're wonderful. 37 going through shot there. And
that's Mark Nettesheim, one of our great West Coast drivers in the B Sedan Challenge Series. And we're back here with the Sports 2000s. Really good race, mixed group race. And that's Marvin Hodges there in that gold car.
And Henry Payne.
And Henry Payne the 5th moving up like I thought that he would. He came out of the race early yesterday. But again, ladies and gentlemen, they're going to turn this up a little bit because this is a race for our national championship in vintage racing. So this is kind of, and we're entering into the off season. So a lot of our drivers on this day, they kind of think, well, I'm going to take some chances because I've got the off season to fix the car, as it looks like Andrew Myers has closed the gap here on Peter Eskuk.
Yeah, he has. Look at this. And now he's put himself in a position where surely the overtake is on. Eskuk under massive pressure now, although he's pulling away down the main straight. And if Myers is going to make a move, it's going to have to be now. But he hasn't. He's going to slot in behind him as they turn through turn 1, hit the apex here. And they're pulling away just gradually from 3rd place, Samuel Payne. You see it from above there. Nicely done. And some good battles here. That other battle continues. Through the S's they come, down through the Bennett's Bridge Hall S's. Here we go. This is the battle I wanted to see. The 66 really going at it. Marvin Hodges holding off for dear life against Henry Payne the 5th. So the 5th is the senior and Henry Payne is the junior.
Yes,
gotcha.
I believe so. As they come through there, the is that turn 6, 7, 8, 9, I guess it would be?
Yep, that's exactly what it is. Yep. And this is over 10 and now into 11 coming down here.
This is Customers Bank turn 11, but yeah, the cameras have picked it up right. This is the battle to watch here between number 66, Hodges, and Henry Payne.
Yeah, Henry Payne does a good job. But the drive is on because the switchback came, and now they're going to be side by side, and they are. Down that back straight, looking for the slipstream. The leaders come through. 3rd place is on his own. That's Samuel Payne. And right now, Marvin Hodges is being a pain to Mr. Payne as he comes up the inside and takes it back. Nicely done at 12.
And like we saw with our Group 2 racing, this is more of kind of a spec series. So these cars are very equally yoked. This is a driver class, as we're seeing in 4 turns, 3 lead changes, Jonathan.
I know. A nice little overtake at 13, but you have to go wide at that point, and that's how he lost out again. But this is great. Really good stuff.
And like we were saying earlier, this is a driver's class. These cars are pretty Easy to work on. They're Ford Pinto 2-liter engines, and the body work is pretty easily as long as you know somebody with the molds. So they are really going to probably take some risks that they wouldn't take in a normal SVRA vintage race, or just vintage race in general. As we look, can Myers get anything on S Cookie?
S Cookie's managed to hold him off, but boy, these two are going at it, aren't they?
And now we're seeing 3 of the 4 panes here. If they could work together and create a draft, they might be able to catch up to the leaders. These are longer races, are these helmet races here, with our Group 5A, 8, and 12B.
And just explain that national helmet. It's one of the few vintage series that actually holds one of those, yeah?
Yeah, I believe we're the only vintage series that holds a national championship. We do it here in Austin, Texas, because it's pretty centrally located between the 2 coasts, and it's such a fantastic track.
Sure.
So happy to be here joining the Group 8 race as we see Ballback, Clements, and then
overall.
Troy Ermish, who started 4th in this group, has come in. Then there's Mayor Primo, and then that is Brian Thomas Himes there taking over Mayor Primo in that Ford Mustang. And then one of my favorite people in this, Armand Gorbani, has really moved up in that Datsun 510, but there is that Ford Mustang.
Yeah, Armand Gorbani there just going through shot. And then the 58, as you mentioned, Brian Thomas Himes. And that yellow and black Ford Mustang. Look at that, there's the Alpha. 113 of Maya Primo. That's a Primo looking car. I still like it in red though, I prefer it in red.
Well, it is Italian, so it makes sense in red.
It
right?
does, yeah. Behind him is Armin Gorbani, as we mentioned. But it's S Cookie out front by just 0.3. These two are, there's nothing between their lap times. Myers a little bit slower last time out, but not by much as we go back to the Porsche race.
And if we talk about the helmet race, so George Ballback is in Group 8 AP.
Yeah.
Clements is in BP. And then
so they're actually in different classes.
Yeah, Troy Ermish is in B sedan. So Troy Ermish should, if he keeps this up, the 1, 2, 3, 4 are all going to win helmets in this race.
Oh, wow.
And then in the other race, the Group 5, Peter S. Cookie right now is in contention to win a helmet.
You need a lot of Bell helmets.
Yeah, I think we have 56 different Bell helmets awarded at this race.
Now, we saw this car yesterday, the 77 going through. That's Thomas Schluttler.
Sideways.
Yeah, completely sideways, but you were saying yesterday, pretty good handler of a car, right?
Yeah, really good. And gotta give it, that's getting that's getting 10s from up here. If we're getting some style awards, definitely winning the style. I spoke to this gentleman here in this S2000 yesterday. He was watching his in-car out at lunch, and that's, I'll never be able to say it, Dejan Stojic in a Group 12 2004 Honda S2000. I've always loved the S2000s. Stojic, that's Stojic. Probably right, yeah.
Dejan Stojic. It's a Czech name, I think.
So that's Troy Ermish there in that Datsun 510 all the way out from California. He services a lot of the 510s in this, including, I think he helps out with Armin Gorbani there in that black 510 coming into shot right now as they come around Customers Bank turn 11. And then that's Larry Lunda in that Porsche 914, followed by Mark Nettesheim in that Datsun 510, a beautiful car. And always giving us great shows. Was with us at Sonoma and Laguna Seca this year. Really great driver is Mark Nettesheim.
And it's Cookie's lead, still out there. It's still 0.3. There's nothing between them.
Got some blue flags flying. I love seeing that from the corner workers.
And
then here come the leaders, the overall leaders. This might get hairy, ladies and gentlemen, because Benjamin Myers now has the lead in this race. Yeah. Wait, I've got Andrew Myers. Sorry, yeah, it's the 51A. Sorry, I'm going to keep getting that wrong. And I know his mom and uncle are watching this down in Daytona right now, so sorry about that, Don and Todd. But Andrew is in the lead right now.
Yeah, I don't know where he made the overtake, but that's why we saw the blue flags. They're taking the outside route at 13.
But anything can happen, especially we don't like to put S2000 cars with production cars because they're just not used to racing with each other. And
well, it's hard to see them.
Yeah, it is. They take totally different lines, and they're just real low. So it's up to, in vintage racing, the overtaking driver to make a safe overtake and make sure that they know that the driver in front of them is going to hold their line while they go around.
Beautiful day here at the Circuit of the Americas once again for the big last hurrah for SVRA and the Speed Tour. And now he's extending that lead as he crosses the line.
Andrew Myers extending that lead, just like you said. Looking for Benjamin Myers out there. Supposed to be out there in the number 25 Carbier CS2.
He's in 8th at the moment, it says.
Looking at the hands of Andrew and just the body language, he looks very calm. He looks like the car setup is correct. Wolf has done a good job setting up the car for him. He's a very studied driver, and let's see how he gets through the Bennett Bridge Hall S's. So he's in an S2000, passing an S2000.
Yes, that's ironic, isn't it?
Going out in the dust, though, Myers.
Yeah, that, you can imagine if you were in one of those higher cars, those bigger cars, it's hard to see them coming. And they just zip by, and you can see it's a bit of a, oh, somebody's gone wide there, and that's, I think, the Datsun.
I think that was Armin Gorbani just seeing these cars. No, there he is. So that was the S2000 getting out of the way there. Now they're coming up on Armin Gorbani in Customers Bank turn 11. Armin doesn't see him. Let's see if everybody gets through. Looks like everybody got through.
Waving.
Yeah, blue flags. Good call. So, Jonathan, what's going to happen here with the draft? Looks like S. Cookie is in the catbird seat.
Yeah, but he's doing a good job as the leader of just pushing and forcing him to the inside because it's really dirty over there. And the more you can push him to the right, which is their left, the better you can be. But now he's back in position, and this is the place that the... Well, I say that, and back comes the 51 of Andrew Myers to take that position back away again at 12. So he played it well. Nicely done.
Hard on the brakes. Todd, Don, I hope you're watching this. Putting on a clinic out here at Circuit of the Americas.
Oh, look at these two. Now it's going to be on the inside, and he's got traffic because he's trying to avoid the Alpha. And that's just played into Myers' hands, but they've managed to get together again. The Alpha getting out of the way. And through the triple complex they come into 18.
Jonathan, I don't like this. I'm super nervous. I don't like our Sports 2000 drivers racing in Group 8 and 12. Hopefully this doesn't happen again, just because neither class is used to racing with these kind of cars. Yes, they do kind of somewhat similar lap times, but in totally different ways, and the visibility just isn't there. No, and they're not used to racing each other, and the S2000 drivers, just as a class, are more aggressive. It is a driver's class, and the Group 8 and 12 drivers some of them are out there just having some fun in some race cars, and some of them are super aggressive as well.
Turn 1 again then. Time running out, clock ticking down here in the helmet race, and it's all on for the helmet. But like you said, they're on 2 different classes, so they're both going to get prizes.
Well, the 2 leaders are fighting for a helmet. They're in different class in S2000. So these 2, this is for a helmet, and these are about $900 to $1,000 Bell helmets. This isn't just like a display helmet. These are actual FIA certified racing helmets. Very high retail price on these helmets, and very sought after, coveted helmets.
So you can put it on the shelf, put it in a cabinet, or you can bring it back and show everybody and race in it tomorrow.
You can race it for 10 years, and a lot of people do.
Why 10?
Then they lose their FIA certification.
Ah, of course.
So
nice
there we
little
go.
Inside move then again by Myers. These two just absolutely taking each other to town here.
This is final lap.
This is final lap, and look at this. It doesn't get any closer, guys. Side by side as back comes a Cookie. As Cookie into the lead in the 20. He led at the start, and now he's leading at the vital time, but that gives the 51, and we've seen how late Myers can brake, and here he comes again. He's going to do it again, and he does it, or does he? No,
contact.
touch.
Yep.
Oh,
and over the curbing.
curbs.
But this is for the Gold Bell helmet. That's really going to disrupt his drive. He's lost a lot of momentum as Andrew, but a ton of talent to be able to hang on to that, Jonathan.
This is vintage racing. You wouldn't believe it. And third place is now closing on him as well, so it's all happening. Traffic in the way, and that's a guy racing for his podium in the Porsche race.
Nicholas Clements, great job, great track awareness there in that white Porsche to get out of the way. That's not your race, but here we go. Jonathan, take us to the finish.
Well, it's one more chance for the 51 of Andrew Myers as they come into 19. He's going to make a lap. Oh, he got out of shape there, and that's pretty much put paid to it. He had a chance, if he could have held on to it, to make a move up the inside here at 20, but he's not close enough now, as you can see, and it's going to be Peter Escookie, who wins. Wow, what a race. And the 51A almost had it, but he got out of shape at 19, and that's what put paid to that. Henry Payne, the 5th, takes 3rd. Samuel Payne will take 4th. Marvin Hodges will be 5th, and Benjamin Myers will take 6th. Wow, that was one of the best vintage races, and involved a little bit of clattering against each other.
That's crazy. I think so. We've got George F. Ballback should be the helmet champion in Group 8AP. Nicholas Clements, who I thought made one of the best moves out there in the race by just getting over and not collecting 2 of the winners there in 8BP. So congratulations to him. I believe Brian Thomas Himes is our Group 12 winner, and Troy Irma should be the Beast Sedan winner. So congratulations. I believe 5 helmets in this one race. And Ballback having to pull over. What are they doing? Oh, red flag. Red flag.
Okay,
Let's see what's going on here.
That's smart.
And look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, doing the right thing. I got to give it up to our drivers. Come on, Clements, pull over. They are supposed to pull over in red flag conditions, just as they did. So not only are we seeing great driving on track, but doing exactly what Alex Miller, our race director, tells them to do. So they all deserve a helmet there, Jonathan, for that move.
Yeah, crash bang, what a picture. We'll take a short break, but that concludes our SVRA Speed Tour Group 8 and Group 12. Great stuff. And excellent. We'll take a short break. We'll be back with more action from the Speed Tour from Cota after this.